It's time for gentle Vinyasa yoga flow. Today I have brought my belt or strap with me to do a little bit of hamstring stretching as we warm up. You won't have to have one, but if you do, it won't hurt. We'll start comfortably seated with a nice tall spine. Let's rock from side to side. Ground our sits bones. Stack the spine, shrug the shoulders up and roll them back and down a couple of times. And we'll roll them forward a couple of times. And we'll roll them back again. Really trying to open the chest and the fronts of the shoulders. Imagine sliding those shoulder blades down into your back hip pockets, lifting your sternum, drawing your abs in, pressing the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. Let's gently close our eyes, bring awareness to our breath. Let's become aware of the length of our inhales and the length of our exhales. Let's keep the inhales the same length. Try to make the exhales a little bit longer. Let's try to make the exhales about twice as long as the inhales. Let's come back to our normal breathing. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. 2 more times. We can seal the lips. We'll practice breathing in and out through the nose, building heat in the body with our Ujjayi breath. Let's open our eyes. Let's bring our fingertips down. Let's tilt the right ear toward the right shoulder. Let the weight of the head stretch the left side of the neck. Come back up. Left ear toward left shoulder. Again, just the weight of the head today. Come back to center. Let's tip the chin forward, but lift the back of the head up, keeping lots of length in the neck. We'll raise the chin. Let's turn the head to the right. Come back to center. Turn the head to the left. Come back to center. Let's just brush our fingertips in half circles around. Beginning to mobilize the spine more and more. We'll come back to stillness and we'll sweep the right hand behind the back. Reach the left hand to the right thigh. Inhaling tall, we can exhale and take a twist to the right. That tall spine. Using our inhales to bring more length into the spine. Using our exhales to deepen the twist. Relaxing back to center and sweeping the left hand behind. Crossing the right hand over, inhaling tall first. And then exhaling as we twist to the left. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, turn. Come back to center. Let's switch the cross of our legs. Let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, press down. Inhale, lift. And press. As we lift, we'll turn our thumbs to point back, opening up our shoulders more. As we press down, we'll turn our thumbs back forward. On the next inhale, just bring the right arm up and over. We can slide that left hand farther out to deepen our side bend here. You might drop to the elbow. On our next inhale, we'll rise back up. Exhale that right hand down. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale over. Again, we can slide the right hand out this time. We can deepen the side bend. We can drop to the elbow. We'll inhale to rise back up. Let's just slide our hands forward, rounding over. Perhaps bringing our forearms down. Walking our hands back in, we're sitting up. Now bringing soles of the feet together for Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. You can have your heels about the length of one of your feet from your torso. Grab the ankles, we'll stack the spine. Now we'll lift this chest, lift the sternum. Inhale for length, exhale to press forward. Let's keep that gaze forward. We're not looking down. We're not rounding over. Pressing into this hip opening stretch. Perhaps our forearms come down to our inner thighs. Light pressure. And relax back up. Let's come on to our knees now. We'll sit back on our heels. And we'll do a seated cat-cow. So from here, as we inhale, we'll lift the sternum and arch the back. As we exhale, we'll scoop the abs, curl the spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, scoop. Just like cat-cow on our hands and knees, mobilizing the spine, following the breath. Next time you come back up, we'll stay back up. Let's just slide off our heels onto one hip. We'll work our way down onto our backs. Bring the soles of the feet together here for Supta Baddha Konasana, which is like butterfly pose but lying back. You can rest your hands on your thighs to add some light pressure. Just don't overdo it here. Breathing, relaxing. Try to use our sinking breath to open the hips. So we inhale to maintain and we exhale and try to open those hips a little wider. Let's bring our hands down. Let's bring our knees up and plant our feet. Let's bring our heels fairly close to the back side so we could brush our heels with our fingertips ideally. We'll do a bridge pose here. Now in bridge, in yoga, we usually arch the back, but if that's not good for you, just straighten your hips and keep a straight spine. If you're keeping your spine aligned instead of arching, it's a good chance to brace your core. Work on that. So I'll do that first. I'm going to inhale and lift and just straighten the hips with nice braced abs, making a line down the side of my body. So I'm grounding into my heels and my shoulders. So we'll call this, option 1. Without arching the back. Arching the back isn't good for everybody, so you have to decide for yourself what works. We'll come back down. Take option 2 now. I'm going to actually arch my back. And as we lift, let's peel the tailbone up first and try to roll up one vertebra at a time. Now I can arch the back and breathe. You do whatever option works for you. And I'll roll back down from the top of the spine, one vertebra at a time, back down. Next option, I'm going to roll up the way I rolled up before, peeling the tailbone, lifting up. This time I'm going to walk my shoulder blades under more and interlace my fingers. Push my knuckles toward my heels. Get a nice bridge pose here. And I'll relax back down. And another option, we'll call this option 4, is to take a strap around your ankles. And when you roll up into your bridge, tuck your shoulders, you can pull on that strap You might get a little more, but you have to decide what's good for you. Not everything is good for everybody. And we'll roll back down. While we're here, let's do a little ab work. Let's just reach out through our fingertips and just float the shoulders up and down. Not lifting the lower back. This is not a sit-up. This is just a prep, like an ab prep. Just floating up and down. And let's lie back. So let's go through those three things, Baddha Konasana, bridge, and ab prep. Make a little flow out of them. So we'll come to Baddha Konasana, Supta Baddha Konasana. We'll lift, we'll bridge, we'll lower, we'll curl, and come down. We'll open to Baddha Konasana, we'll close, we'll bridge, we'll lower, we'll curl. Open the hips, work those inner thighs, roll it up, roll it down, curl, and open, and close, and bridge, roll it up, roll it down, and curl. Relaxed. Let's open our feet a little bit wider than our hips, and just windshield wiper from side to side. Let's hug the knees to the chest and rock out the back. Perhaps rolling in a circle one direction and reversing directions. Let's hold on to the right leg and release that left leg out and down. Try to keep that left leg fairly active here. If you have a strap, you can wrap it around the ball of your right foot. If you don't have a strap, just hang on to your right thigh. Let's press that right foot toward the ceiling and pull it back down. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now bringing it back up, let's take the strap or the leg into the right hand. We can bring the left arm out to the side to help ground us. Keep the shoulders grounded. Just open that right leg out to the side. Breathe. Use your sinking breath again here. On our next inhale, bring that leg up. Let's transfer to the left hand. You can grab the leg or you can grab the strap. Right hand comes out to the side. We'll float that left leg over and down, coming across the body. Nice long legs. Next time we inhale, we'll float it back up. Just hug it in and release it out and down. Kick out the legs. Let's draw the left leg in now. Hold on to the thigh or wrap the strap around the ball of the foot. Press it up. Pull it down. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Now with the left hand, I'll grab the strap or grab the thigh, the right hand coming out to the side to help brace me. Shoulder blades grounded. Inhale and exhale that left leg out to the side. Breathe and sink into it. Next time we inhale, we'll bring that leg back up. We'll bring the right hand to the strap or thigh, left hand out to the side. Inhale and exhale that left leg over to the right side. On our next big inhale, bring it back to center. Put the strap aside, hug the leg in, release the leg out, let's shake it out. Now rolling toward me, let's just say you're rolling toward me. I'll draw the legs up into a bent knee position so that knees and hips are at right angles. Extending the arms out, stacking the shoulders. We're going to open like a book. So we'll inhale and lift up, and exhale and open out. Inhale up, exhale and close. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale up, exhale and close. 3 more times. Following the breath. For 2. And 1. We're going to flip sides. You can just roll over. You can turn end to end, whichever works better for you. Stacking the hips, stacking the shoulders, stacking the knees. Knees and hips are bent at right angles. Extend the arms out, palms together. Inhale up, exhale open. Inhale up, exhale and close. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. For 3. For 2. And 1. Relax, take a breath. Let's move into a half bow pose here, a side lying half bow. I'm going to show you side lying, then I'll show you prone. So side lying, we're going to take the top hand and grab the top foot. You can grab the ankle or the foot itself. We're going to pull up and away from the back side, opening the hip. Getting a little bit of arch in the back here. Now if you want to take this to prone, I've got my opposite hand to rest my forehead on. Grab my leg, kick into my hand, and I open. I can lift my chest. And relax. Let's switch sides. So if you're lying on your side, your hips and shoulders are stacked. You bend the top leg back, pull back and open, arch the back. You should feel a nice stretch in your quads, your hip flexors for this one. Or if you wish to be on your stomach, you can do your prone version. Kick into it and open. And relax. We're going to repeat that. You can do your half bow either side lying or prone, or you can do full bow prone. And we'll do it twice. So you can do either each side again once, or you can do the full version twice with me. It's entirely up to you. So if I'm here for full bow, I'm going to keep my legs together as much as possible. Grab my feet and kick and lift. Perhaps rocking a bit. And releasing. If you're doing one side at a time, go ahead and switch sides. If you're doing both together, bend the legs. Try to keep the thighs together. Kick into your hands. Lift and rock. And release it. And wherever we are, let's press ourselves up. Let's bring the toes together, open the knees wide, and let's sink back to child's pose, which is a very nice way to release the back after we've been arching the back in a bow variation. So we're sinking the hips, feeling length from the spine. Let's open our hands a little wider, mat width. And we'll float the right hand over on top of the left hand. And as we inhale and exhale, we'll think about sinking that right hip even lower, opening the right side of the body, drawing breath into those ribs, expanding and sinking. Let's float that right hand back to the right side of the mat. Just settle in for a second. Feel the length of the spine. Find your breath again. And we'll float the left hand over on top of the right hand. And we'll inhale and exhale deeper into the left hip, opening the left side body. Use your breath to expand your ribs. As you exhale, you can sink deeper. Let's float that left hand back to the left side of the mat. Sink into it. Breathe. We'll cheat our hands back into shoulder width. And we'll begin walking our hands in toward our knees so we can sit up. Nice and slow and controlled. Let's step the right foot forward, coming into a low lunge. Now in your low lunge, let's try to keep our legs still hip width apart. So I'm not lining up one foot in front of the other. I'm still giving space between my legs here. Hands to heart center, pat the shoulders, lift the sternum. Let's bring our hands to our third eye. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round it forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. This is where having your legs hip width apart is helpful to be more stable. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. As we fold forward, let's frame that front foot. Let's really ground into the left hand, the hand inside the foot. Let's take a moment to lengthen the spine, lift the sternum. On our next big inhale, let's sweep that right arm up into the air. Let's float it back down. Now let's walk the left foot back a little bit more until we feel like we're getting a bit of a stretch here in the hip and quads. And walk our hands up to the right thigh. We can press forward, we can lean forward for our Anjaneyasana. The goal here is to open up the back hip, which should be the left hip and the left quads. We're sinking into it. And we're pressing back into Hanumanasana, the hamstring stretch. If you want to grab blocks, books, cushions, chairs, or the floor. You want a long spine here, so lift and lengthen, and then press deeper to the hamstring stretch. So we're feeling it in the back of the front leg here. Breathing and sinking. Let's shift forward into Anjaneyasana. Walk the hands up to the thigh, lift the chest. Keeping the body lifted here gives you more openness through the hip. If you're leaning forward the whole time, you won't get as much opening in your hip here. So we're lifting the chest, pressing forward, and sinking back. Hanumanasana. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. We'll do 3 more. Forward and back. And forward, lifting up. And back, and forward, and back. Let's rise up and sweep that right leg back. We'll step the left foot forward, back to the low lunge. Remember, we've got hip width space between our feet and legs and knees here, so there's lateral distance here, so we're more stable. As we bring our hands to heart center, stacking the spine, pocketing the shoulders, bringing our hands to the third eye, lifting up and back. And now move forward. Lifting and opening. Inhale. Exhale back down. Let's go for 3. For 2. And 1. And this time as we come down, let's frame the front foot. Let's ground into the right hand, which should be the hand inside the foot. Let's lengthen the spine first. Inhale and sweep the left arm up for a kneeling twist. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together, trying to open the front body. Bring that hand back down. Let's walk the right leg back a little bit more now. Trying to open up that right hip and the right quadriceps. Let's walk our hands to the left thigh. We'll sit up. Coming into Vinyasa. Pressing forward. Feeling the stretch and opening with the right hip flexors and quads. And then pressing back to Hanumanasana, straightening that front leg, keeping length in the spine, hinging at the hip crease, pressing the chest down toward the thigh. Just sink into it. Find that spot where it feels good to you. Shouldn't hurt, but you might be a little uncomfortable. Shifting back forward, hands to the thigh, stacking the spine up, pressing forward, onto Vinyasa. And then sinking back, pressing the chest toward the thigh, Hanumanasana. We'll pick up the pace, we'll come forward, we'll press back, we'll come forward, we'll press back, and forward, and back. Bring that back like that. Kneeling. You can curl the toes under. We'll roll back into the balls of the feet. The next time we take a deep inhale, we'll extend our legs into forward fold. Letting the head hang heavy. You can keep the knees soft. The feet can be hip width apart for stability. If it's your practice to have your feet closer together, you can do that too. It's more challenging. Let's come into ragdoll, bringing our opposite hands to opposite elbows. Nodding or shaking the head, swaying the arms one way or the other. Just trying to release any residual tension in the neck, the shoulders, or the back. Perhaps sinking a little deeper with the breath. And then releasing the fingertips down toward the floor. On the next inhale, let's come to a halfway lift. We can bring our hands to our shins for support. Trying to imagine your spine being parallel to the floor. Your shoulder blades sliding down your back towards your back hip pockets. Your neck is long. Lots of space between your ears and shoulders. Inhale and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. On our next inhale, we'll circle, sweep, and rise all the way up. Bring our arms out to the side. With your shoulders packed. Let's inhale, stacking the spine tall. Let's exhale, taking a twist to the right. Pause to inhale again. Lengthen the spine. Exhale deeper into it. Relax back to center. Inhale tall. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Pause to inhale again. Exhale, deepen twist. Relax back to center. Let's inhale, rise up. Let's exhale, we're going to swan dive. So we'll soften our knees, bring our arms out to the side. Come back down to forward fold. Inhale to lift halfway, flat back, neutral spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive, soften the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. One more time. Swan dive. Halfway lift. Fold. Rise. Coming to heart center, we'll sit back in the chair pose. Nice, easy chair pose today. Keeping lots of length in the spine, keeping those shoulders back and down, keeping the front body open. Inhale, rise. Exhale through heart center, through chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale through chair. Rise. And chair. Adding on, rise. Swan dive as you exhale. Inhaling, we halfway lift. Exhaling, we forward fold. Inhaling, we sweep up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling, we rise. We swan dive. We lift halfway. We fold. We rise. We come through chair, through heart center. We rise. We swan dive. We lift halfway. We fold. We rise. We come through chair. We rise. Let's just come through heart center and bring our arms down to our sides with our palms forward. Just finding a nice, strong mountain pose as we catch our breath and recover. We can ground our feet, shifting our weight from side to side. Make sure our legs are active. We're drawing our kneecaps up. Imagine spiraling your thighs inward, drawing the navel in and up for Uddiyana Bandha, lifting the sternum, stacking the spine. Let's imagine there's energy flowing up the front of the body, lifting the front body and sliding down the back of the body, drawing the shoulder blades down, drawing the sacrum down, which will lengthen the lower back and help correct any anterior pelvic tilt you've got going on. Let's step out to a wider stance. As a general guideline, try to step out the width of one of the length of your legs. So it's like you're making an equilateral triangle, but adjust as necessary to make this work best for you. Starfish hands, inhale, lift, exhale, come down. Moonflowers. Inhale as we expand, exhale as we come down. We'll add on to this. As we exhale, we're going to cross and open the arms. Inhale. Exhale, long exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross and open, and lift. One more time. Exhale, long exhale, and lift. Sunflowers next. We're going to take a light squat and imagine swooping down and scooping up flowers in our arms, and then opening our arms to come back up. On the exhale, we swoop and scoop, and rise. We swoop and scoop, and rise. We swoop and scoop. Let's rise back up. Take a breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to open to a lunge, pivoting your right side. A high lunge. You can bring hands to heart center. You can roll the shoulders back. You can open to cactus arms. You can extend the arms up. You can inhale to lift and exhale to drop that back heel, working our way into warrior one. In warrior one, our heels should more or less line up. Our back foot's at about a 45-degree angle toward the edge of the mat. The back leg is straight and strong. The front knee is over the front ankle. A couple of breaths in warrior one. Let's sweep our arms down behind the back, interlace our fingers and roll our shoulders back and down. Lift the sternum. Begin to fold forward as we exhale. We're going to stop halfway down. Reset those shoulders. lift those arms up. We can stay right here, or we can go deeper into humble warrior if it works for you. If you prefer not to drop your head below your heart, just stay at halfway down. That will be fine. Next inhale, we'll rise back up, nice and slow and controlled. Sweep the arms back up to our preferred position. Back in warrior one. Inhale, lift. We'll shorten the stance. Straighten the legs, coming into pyramid prep. So in pyramid prep, once again, I have my feet hip width apart. We can do hands on hips. We can also grab elbows behind the back if we like. Or do reverse prayer hands if we like. Inhale to lift the front body. Exhale to fold forward from the hip crease. Long spine. Come down to flat back. Think about pushing your hips backwards as you lift your chest forwards. Let's inhale, exhale, and release down, bringing our fingertips to the floor or to our shin, or to blocks or whatever we have to work with, letting the head hang heavy now. We'll soften that front leg. We'll step the back foot forward. We'll inhale to rise up. We'll exhale to chair. Inhale, rise. We'll swan dive down. We'll halfway lift. We'll forward fold. We'll rise up. We'll come back to heart center. We'll step back with that left foot back to our lunge. We'll pivot back to face forward. Back in our moonflower, sunflower stance with our knees pointing toward our toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross and open, cross and open. Cross and open, cross and open. One more time. Sunflowers, swoop and scoop. And rise. Swoop and scoop. And rise. One more time. Rise. Let's pivot to the left, coming into our lunge with options for arms, prayer, and cactus or extended. Finding lift in the upper body. We inhale and exhale to bring that back heel down. Coming into our warrior one. Rounding it to the outside edge of the back foot. Arms down with the interlaced fingers, roll the shoulders back, lift the sternum. We'll fold down to flat back halfway, reset the shoulders, lift the arms, stay here if you like, go deeper if you wish. Humble warrior. Breathe and sink. Next inhale, we can rise back up to your chosen arms. Rise, exhale, shorten your stance, coming to pyramid prep. Again, feet hip width apart, hands on hips, or grab elbows, forearms. Come to reverse prayer. Inhale, lift the front body. Exhale, folding forward, finding length, pushing back into the hips, keeping lift in the front body. Breathing, sinking. Inhale and exhale, release deeper into your fold, letting the head hang. Imagine drawing breath all the way down to your hamstrings. We'll soften the front knee, we'll step the back foot up, finding ourselves in forward fold. We'll inhale to rise. We'll come through chair. We'll rise. We'll swan dive. We'll lift halfway. We'll fold. We'll rise. Come back to heart center. Big step back. The right foot into lunge. Opening back up. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time, let's just come up. Let's bring our hands to our hips. Let's turn our feet parallel. Let's hinge from the hips. Bring our fingertips down to the floor under our shoulders. And just walk over to the right foot, bend the right knee, and then flex the left foot. Get a nice opening in the left inner thigh. We'll walk over to the left foot, bend that knee, flex the right foot. We'll come back to center. To flat back, hands on hips, will rise up. Step our feet in, shake it out. Let's move down to the mat now for cool down and stretch. Let's come back to Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, spine tall, pressing the chest forward. Inhale for length, exhale to fold. See if it feels different from how it felt earlier in class. Maybe you've got more room to move now. Maybe those hips are more open now. We'll rise up, cross the legs. Any comfortable cross is fine. If you want more opening of the hips, we can do pigeon by stacking our shins, knee over ankle, ankle over knee. Inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, press forward. Now we can release and round forward, walking our fingertips out, letting the head hang, folding the chest toward the shins, taking our time, listening to the body. It will give us more room to move if we just relax and listen. Now I'm walking my hands back in and sitting up slowly and switching that cross. So whatever you were doing before, just do the same thing with the other leg on top. Inhale, lift the chest tall. Exhale, release and round over. Walking the fingertips out. Letting the head hang heavy. Breathing, relaxing and sinking the chest toward the shins. And then walking the hands back in, we're sitting up. Let's extend the legs. Shake them out. Bringing the left foot to the right inner thigh, turning to face that right foot. Again, I could use my strap here. If I don't have a strap, I'll just reach straight forward, keeping my gaze straight forward, and press my chest forward. If I have a strap, I'll wrap it around where? The ball of the foot. Inhale tall, lift the sternum. Exhale, press the chest forward. Imagine breathing all the way down into your hamstrings. Keep that spine long for now. A couple more breaths, going as far as we can with that nice long spine. Then we can inhale and exhale, release and round over, reaching for the shin, the ankle, or the foot, letting the head hang down, letting the nose sink toward the knee. And rising back up. With the left hand, we'll grab the left knee. With the right hand, we'll grab the left foot to cradle the baby. You can also wrap your elbows around the knee and the foot. Hug the shin to your chest, stack the spine tall. Rock out. You can plant that left foot either inside the thigh or outside the thigh here. And we'll sweep the left hand back. Use that left arm to prop ourselves up nice and tall. Find that nice length in your spine. We'll inhale the right arm up. We'll exhale across the opposite leg. Inhale, stacking the spine. Exhale, taking your twist to the left, looking over the shoulder. Keeping that long, long spine nice and tall. Still pressing the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Relaxing back to center and walking your hands to the right side for a gentle pelvic twist. Coming back to center, we'll straighten both legs. We'll shake them out. Let's bring the right foot to the left inner thigh. If you're not using a strap, just reach forward, stack your spine and lean into it. If you have a strap, wrap it around the ball of the foot. Inhale tall, exhale press. Imagine drawing breath all the way down to your hamstring. Feel how your body gives you permission to go deeper if you just give it some time and listen to it. Inhale and exhale to release forward, reaching for the shin, ankle, or foot, letting the head hang, letting the nose sink toward the knee, breathing into a sinking breath. And now rising back up. Now it's time for the right hand to grab the right knee, the left hand to grab the right foot, cradling the baby, hugging in, or wrapping the elbows around the knee and the foot, sitting up tall. And then from here, planting the right foot either inside the thigh or outside the thigh. Sweeping the right arm back this time, propping ourselves up nice and tall with that right arm. Inhaling the left arm up into the air. Exhaling across the opposite leg. Inhaling, we stack the spine. Exhaling, we take our twist. To the right this time. Breathing and lengthening the spine. Exhaling, looking over the shoulder. And then relaxing back through center, walking our hands to the left side for our counter twist. Coming back to center, straightening our legs, shaking out. Preparing to roll down. We can slide our heels to the end of the mat. We can stack the spine, reach forward and tuck under, or we can grab one leg and roll ourselves down, holding on to one leg. Once down, we'll draw the knees in. Each hand grabs a knee. We stir like egg beaters. We reverse directions. We come to stillness. Let's extend the right leg out and down. The right hand grabs the left thigh, pulling it across the body. Let's roll onto the right hip. Rounding our shoulder blades, extending our left arm out to the side, turning our head to the left. And just melting into the spinal twist. Not forcing it, not wrenching the spine, just breathing and sinking deeper as the body lets us. Coming back to center, we can hug both knees and roll in a circle 3 times one direction, and then 3 times the other direction. Now releasing the left leg out and down, the left hand grabbing the right leg, pulling across the body, rolling onto the left hip. Rounding our shoulder blades, extending the right arm to the side and turning the head to the right this time. Inhale and exhale, deeper into your spinal twist. Coming back to center, we can hug both knees in. Just rock the back a little bit. Now bringing our arms in between our knees, we can grab the arches of our feet, or we can grab the outside edge if we prefer. Coming to happy baby, we bring the soles of our feet up toward the ceiling. We try to stack our ankles over our knees, and we draw the knees down toward the floor. Let's try to bring the whole spine down onto the floor, and gently rock from side to side, massaging the lower back. Coming back to stillness, releasing the legs out and down, taking up as much space as we like, letting the feet fall out to the side, letting the arms float down with the palms up, gently closing our eyes. And then just kind of scan the body and see if anything needs to be adjusted. Sometimes you need to slide your hips one way or the other, or adjust your shoulder blades or your head to find that right length in your spine and your neck, where it feels comfortable and not compressed. And as you find that nice length, and you feel your body grounding into the floor, let's start at the crown of the head and release any tension in the head, down to the forehead, around the eyes. Soften the jaw. Perhaps release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Relax the neck. Feel the shoulder blades grounding down into the floor. Letting the arms relax. The fingers may be just gently curled. Torso is sinking into the floor, and your abdominals are sinking into your torso. Hips are grounded, legs are soft, knees are soft. Feet fall out to the side, and there's just no effort anywhere in the body. Everything is supported and grounded, and your awareness comes back to the breath, the inhale, the exhale. Any stray thoughts that wander through can be acknowledged and released. The awareness comes back to the breath, and the breath leads us deeper into our Shavasana. You're free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready, we'll deepen the breath and come back into the body. Perhaps rocking the head from side to side. Perhaps moving our fingers and toes. Circling our wrists and ankles one direction and reversing direction. And sweeping our arms up over the head, pointing our fingertips in one direction, our toes in the opposite direction. Inhale and expand the body for full body stretch. Exhale, relax. Inhale, lifting the rib cage, feeling stretch in the abdominals. Exhaling to relax. And inhale. And exhale. And then bending our knees, planting our feet, and rolling to one side. Stacking one hip over the other, one shoulder over the other, resting the head on the arm. And now, with as much ease as possible, pressing ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Stacking the spine, packing the shoulders, lifting the sternum, bringing hands to heart center. I thank you as always for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.